After years of decline, Williams has a new look, new owners and new prospects for 2021. The newly launched Williams FW43B is the first car produced under the ownership of Dorilton Capital. This is a season of transition for Williams, even more than for most teams given the carryover car and the focus on development for the new technical regulations next year. But after last year's upturn in form, and with Mercedes protégé George Russell in the driving seat, the hope is 2021 could be better on track, even if the realistic goal is only the modest one of scoring a few points. While Williams had to abandon its innovative augmented reality launch thanks to its app being hacked, things are looking up for the team that heads into this season with far more reason to be optimistic for its long-term future than in previous years. Make sure you subscribe to the race so you don't miss any of our pre-season F1 coverage, and to be informed the millisecond there's something new to watch, ring the notifications bell. The familiar white and blue colours are still there, but with a dash of yellow by way of a nod to the glory years of Williams. But while that's the first thing that draws the eye, there are also technical changes to the car. As with all teams, the car is largely carried over from last year with no structural changes. The team won't say where it has spent its 2 development tokens, but did reveal one was used last year after the homologation cut-off. Most of the changes valued at 1 token are relatively minor, relating to systems like the clutch, the brakes and fuel system, to name 3 examples. Given the troubles Williams had with starts last year, perhaps the clutch systems have been improved. Williams retains its short chord front wing mainplane, but has added the vortex generating raise sections either side of the transition from the FIA mandated neutral section in the middle. The front wing loading is now more in line with the Mercedes concept and means the front end downfill should increase. Plenty of work has gone into optimising and packaging, including reducing weight to the point where Williams is once again able to add ballast to the car. Williams retains its aggressive side pod drop away and has a tightly wrapped engine cover. But the bulge in the rear bodywork is less clear than it is on the Mercedes and Aston Martin, potentially as a result of the overall shape, although this might just be a trick of the lighting on the rendered images. The design is compact around and heading into the Coke bottle area to minimise the blockage between the inside of the rear tyre and the bodywork. Of course, the car also includes the aerodynamic changes designed to keep downforce levels under control with a modified floor diffuser and rear brake duct winglets. But we won't see the full detail of the car, which had its shakedown at a wet Silverstone circuit on February 17th, until it runs in Bahrain testing. There, it will also have a Race 1 aerodynamic package to evaluate. While it's very much an evolutionary design, the race's technical expert Gary Anderson described the car as impressive. And while it's not going to suddenly turn Williams into a front runner, it's a neat evolution of last year's car and a first step in the right direction. Williams is in a much better place at the start of this season than it was last year, and certainly 2 years earlier when it was unable to run in the early days of testing. Much has changed since New York investment company Dorilton Capital bought Williams in August 2020. The team was in financial trouble when it was forced to sell, with the Williams family, including founder Frank Williams and daughter Claire, de facto team principal despite officially only being deputy, departing after last year's Italian Grand Prix. The team's revenue fell by $24 million from 2018 to 2019 as a result of its poor on-track performance, and it sold the Williams Advanced Engineering business at the end of 2019 to raise funds. Williams also refinanced its debt in early 2020, which helped fund the team in an uncertain environment. But after that, its credit ran out and sale proved to be the only option. After the takeover by Dorilton, Williams Grand Prix Engineering gained $42.5 million in capital in early September. This settled loans from a company owned by Michael Latifi, father of Williams race driver Nicholas, and also HSBC. Today, only one final HSBC loan remains unsettled. There has also been a significant amount of financial activity since that initial payment. There have been 4 further instalments, adding up to another $58 million of capital injection. Williams has not given specific information on exactly where this has been spent, but upgrading and replacing technical infrastructure has been a key objective. While these improvements had no impact on last year's car, they will have an impact on the new Williams FW43B and the all-important 2022 car for the new technical regulations. The changes haven't only been financial. Well-regarded former head of the all-conquering Volkswagen World Rally Championship programme, Jost Capito, has joined as CEO. Simon Roberts has taken up the position of team principal, having held it on an interim basis previously. Dorilton Capital has stressed it intends to take a long-term approach to improving Williams, hence the well-structured cash injections. While 2021 is its first full year, the key will be taking a stride forward with next year's car, meaning development work on the FW43B is likely to be limited to the early stages of the year, although there is an in-season upgrade planned. Williams started the V6 turbo hybrid era superbly with the second fastest car and third in the Constructors' Championship in 2014. It repeated that the following year, but with a significantly less competitive car as its dramatic slide began. With its aerodynamic weaknesses increasingly laid bare and the financial constraints of being a fully independent team hitting home, two factors that combined with a multitude of others that you can find out about in our in-depth video on the team's decline, the slump continued. After 2 seasons finishing 5th, the team then slumped to last for the first time since it first became a constructor. In 2020, it finished last for the 3rd consecutive year. And for the first time since its inaugural season running Patrick Nevin a customer March chassis in 1977, Williams failed to score a single point. But Williams was at least significantly closer to the pace and a regular part of the Class C battle at the back with Alfa Romeo and Haas. The hope is that this upturn, combined with the takeover of the team, is the start of the Williams recovery. Let us know in the comments below how many points you think Williams will score this season, and if you enjoyed watching this, remember to like and subscribe.